What's up guys, I'm randomfrankp. Today we're going to be reviewing the newly released Razer Seiren Elite microphone for all you gamers and streamers out there. Let's check it out. So in this review, we're going to cover it all for you guys, my thoughts and opinions, pros and cons, and obviously the mic test so you can hear how it sounds in case you're interested in picking it up. So first off, this new Seiren Elite comes as the newest installment in Razer's lineup of gaming and streaming microphones, following the original Seiren, the Seiren Pro, the Seiren X, and now the Elite. And trust me, we'll go over all the differences today. And this is a part of their streamer-certified Razer broadcast studio gear, so you know it's specifically designed for streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, whatever, for your voiceovers. And as per usual, we have the nice Razer packaging we come to expect over the years. And we'll quickly knock this portion out for all you unboxing lovers out there as well. Inside you have the typical Razer literature, a nice layer of foam protecting the microphone, and yes, the Seiren Elite itself. It does come with a foam windscreen on it, as you can see, and it feels really solid and high quality in the hands. Plus I think it's a nice and compact desktop size. It does have some buttons and dials on the mic, so let's get a closer look. So the back side of the mic, you have two controls plus a mic mute button. The top volume control is for monitoring your voice, and the actual volume microphone control is going to be that second gain dial there. Explain that a bit further, on the bottom is a mic jack, so you can actually plug in a pair of headphones directly into this and hear your voice. A lot of people really like that, so that's what that volume dial controls. You also have your micro USB for power, and on the bottom is the high-pass filter button. This just toggles on and off when you press it. You'll hear the difference in a minute with the sound test. But in terms of physical buttons, just those and that's it. It's nice and simple. A few more things before we move on. That mic mute button is a nice touch because it has a glowing LED light inside to let you know when you are in fact muted. It'll be red when enabled, and when you're not muted, the logo will remain green. So good to have that kind of visual indicator there for you to know. And speaking of indicator, around the microphone is a little light strip that's going to light up red, and this is the vocal limiter. This is pretty much just like a flashing light to reflect when the audio is being reduced to avoid peaking. So if you're talking loudly or yelling and this is red all the time, you might want to turn your gain levels down. And that means there is no RGB lighting. I know, right? What's going on, Razer? Honestly, you do not need RGB lighting on a microphone at all. So I'm completely fine with that. I'm sure some of you out there, though, are going to be bummed. Then one last thing I want to point out before we move this on is going to be the microphone stand. It is adjustable, which is good because right here, as you can see, you can kind of adjust the angle of the mic. And here on the sides are these little knobs that you could tighten and loosen to kind of, get that angle adjustment here. Both of the knobs on the side, if you tighten them up, it'll lock it into place. This is going to help you just, angle it better in front of your mouth to pick up your vocal pattern the best. And that's going to lead us directly into the microphone itself, speaking of, the vocal pickup pattern, because this mic is actually cardioid. So inside there is a single dynamic capsule, and it's going to pick up your voice in the cardioid vocal pattern. What that means is it's going to do a very good job of eliminating noise behind it. Got a little visual diagram for you I threw together real quick so you could kind of understand this better and visually see what I'm talking about. But as you're talking into it, it's gonna pick that up the highest quality, and everything around and behind it, it's gonna do a good job of eliminating and not really picking up. You'll better understand that in a second when we do the mic test. Just grab a pair of headphones real quick, make sure you're wearing those for this so you could hear the mic quality the best. But let's do that now. Here's the mic test. All right, now for the most important part of the review, obviously it's gonna be the mic test. And like I said, make sure you have a pair of headphones or even earbuds plugged in so you could hear the mic quality the best you possibly can. And before we begin, take note to how I'm actually talking into this microphone. I showed you that cardioid pattern, and the way this mic is designed with the capsule, it's designed to pick up your vocal pattern the best when you're talking into the top of it here like I am. You don't wanna be talking into the back side where the volume dials are. You don't wanna be talking into the front side where the Razer logo is. It's designed so it picks up your voice the best when you're talking into the front like this. And as you can see, I do have it elevated on this box here just so it is closer to my mouth. So I do think this mic would benefit from being on like a boom arm or something like that while you're streaming, or maybe a height adjustable stand. But the closer this gets to your mouth, the better it's going to be at picking up your voice. Now, this whole time I've been talking with the volume, the gain at 100% and the high pass filter turned on. I'll do a little difference with the volumes here so you can hear the differences. Right now we're at around 75% volume. Doesn't look too different, probably sounds relatively the same as well. Right now we're at around 50%, so it is noticeably different. We're looking at maybe like negative 16 to 17 decibels here. This is the lowest it goes at around like 5% gain. Probably can barely even hear me as it is, so I'll turn it back up now. Okay, so this is back at 100. Again, high pass filter turned on. So this is probably going to be what you're going to want to keep it at, but this is all, again, depending on how close the microphone is to your mouth. So the high pass filter, now I'm going to turn that off. And I'll shut up in a second so you can hear the difference. But what the high pass filter does is it helps greatly eliminate like ambient noise in your room and those very low frequencies. So for example, the vibrations coming from your PC or the fan noise from your PC, maybe your brother yelling across the house, anything like that, this is greatly going to help eliminate. So I'll be quiet now so you can hear just the average ambient noise. Was looking like at around negative 53 decibels. So I'm going to turn this on now so you could hear it when the high pass filter is on. And you can see the decibel didn't even move. So it was at negative like 60, which is incredible. So this really, really helps eliminate any background noise, which is awesome. Because if you do have a loud PC, you don't want to hear the fans in the back. And it's just, you don't want to have that really low, like humming, droning sound at all times. So the fact that this really works and does a great job of eliminating the background noise, so where it's practically silent, is awesome. And now just real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm clicking on my mouse and typing on my keyboard, because since my microphone is in the middle of both, and odds are, since your microphone is going to be on your desktop, you know, in between your peripherals while you're gaming, a lot of times microphones are going to be picking up that. So your audience is going to hear you clicking on your keys or typing on your, you know what I'm saying, clicking on your mouse, typing on your keyboard, blah, blah, blah. So I think it also does a pretty good job of eliminating the noise, you know, around it as well, even though it's, you know, just a foot or so away from it. And last thing, Razer said that this microphone was designed specifically to have a warmer vocal, a warmer sound signature. And I can definitely attest to that. And I've always been a fan of a more warmer sound. I know when I'm editing my my voiceovers for the main channel and stuff like that, when I'm doing, you know, talking to you guys on camera, I always edit that and I add more bass, because a warmer sound kind of sounds like it has more bass, more of a warm punch to it. I always prefer that over a more cold sounding mic that sounds tinny. You know what I'm talking about when you've heard a tinny sounding mic. Kind of sounds like it has more treble. So I like the warmer sound to this. I think it sounds great. Again, just to kind of recap here, I would keep it at around 80 to 100% gain, high pass filter turned on always, and kind of get it as close as you can to your mouth so it picks up your vocal pattern the best. And obviously I have the little windscreen on here, so it's eliminating my plosives. It's not as loud and annoying. So really, really impressed with the mic quality here. So as you just heard, I think this microphone sounds incredible. The difference between the high pass filter on and off, I think, is major. So I had you guys grab a pair of headphones so you could hear that difference. And I do really like the fact that it is kind of a warmer sound signature. I definitely prefer that. So mic quality here, absolutely outstanding. And obviously if you're a streamer, your mic quality is gonna be a huge either make or break deal when it comes to your streams, or even if you're doing, you know, like voiceovers on YouTube or anything like that. So the Razer Seiren Elite microphone is definitely top of the line when it comes to a compact desktop microphone. Another big thing to this that might be overlooked is the fact that it's powered by micro USB. So you're just plugging this directly into your computer and that's it. You don't need an XLR converter or an audio interface, anything like that. You just plug this into USB, it's plug and go, you're good to go. So that's a big con, I think. Obviously the mic quality is good. I like the adjustable mic for another pro, or the mic stand, sorry. And you have the little LED indicators there to let you know like when you're peaking with the vocal limiter LED light ring, plus the little lights in the mic mute button there. So all good things. And obviously another one I'm gonna mention real quick, which is a big pro to some people, is gonna be having the fact that you can monitor your audio through just plugging a pair of headphones to the bottom of this. That is all amazing, making this a really great value. Now the one con I will mention, and it's extremely minor, but I would like to have seen it, is a little indicator on the volume and gain knobs themselves. Right now they're blank, so when you're streaming or talking or whatever, you can't really see what level you're at for that. So I would have liked to have seen a little indicator, like a little tick or whatever on there, just so I could see what, you know, volume levels I'm at. I just grabbed the white Sharpie on mine and put a little dot on both those, so again, I could see what volume levels I'm at. Would have been a nice addition, but again, that's extremely minor. So in the end, the Razer Seiren Elite is gonna set you back $200, and your first reaction might be that's steep. But you compare the quality of this microphone with the features it has built in compared to other mics at around this price range, they're probably gonna be XLRs. You're gonna need either an icicle converter to use this with your USB, or you're gonna need an audio interface, and even then, you're gonna need more things to get this fine-tuned. When this is just plug and play, you have all the great features, and I love the mic quality. And if you're investing money into your stream or your YouTube channel for your voiceovers, having a high quality microphone is gonna be one of your top priorities. And this for $200, I do think is well worth it. You really have to get your hands on this and try it and hear it yourself on your own PC to understand how great of a microphone this really sounds for that price. I do think it's worth it. So if you guys want to check it out, I will put the link for you in the description down below. And that'll wrap it up for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up to show your support. Let me know you liked it. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And lastly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Well, I'm Random Frank P. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.